Hello my lovelies and welcome back. Today we're going to be testing drugstore top rated all day lipsticks, like super long wear lipsticks. This one today, we're going to test out the Maybelline 24-hour Super Stay lipstick, and it's kind of like a two-step process. You have the long wear lipstick, and then on top, you apply this moisturizing balm. This right here retails for $7.39 from Target, and there are different colors to choose from. I chose firmly mauve, and there's a ton of different colors that you can go with. You can go with nudes, more neutral shades, reds, darker colors, but I thought this color would be perfect for fall right now. Okay, so first step, you're going to apply the liquid lipstick to clean bare lips. My lips are nice and clean. I just had lip balm before when I was applying the rest of my makeup, just because they've been super dry because the weather is so dry outside, but nice clean. You have a nice doe foot applicator. Beautiful color. Formula is very, very lightweight, very opaque, very easy to apply. I do find that I have to go back to get a little bit more pigment. Next step is to wait 2 minutes for the liquid lipstick to dry, and then you apply the ultra conditioning balm to seal in the moisture. Ooh, it's very sticky. Okay, see that? All right, I'm gonna keep my lips away from each other. Still pretty sticky, but hopefully this balm will help. And it's just a clear balm. No colors transferring. It feels a lot more comfortable now than it did when the lips were drying. Like with the liquid lipstick, it just kind of felt like it was just going to every single crevice on my lips, into every single wrinkle. And it felt like it was just squeezing the lips together. But as soon as you put the balm on, so much more comfortable. All right, I'm gonna do a quick little kiss on my hand to see if it transfers. Yeah, you can see right there. I think that's from where I applied the extra liquid lipstick on top, but you can see it's very minimal. Awesome. We'll go on with our day and we'll see what it looks like as the day goes on, after I eat, drink, and then at the very end of the night. Okay, let's do one check-in throughout the day. I reapplied the lip balm just once because they're kind of starting to feel a little right in the center. You see what I'm talking about? You're starting to see that thing, the line right in the center of the lips. But once, like I said, you apply the lip balm, it's comfortable formula. It's really good. And the thing is, my lips look extra wrinkly. So it's not the most beautiful lipstick up close, but at least the color looks good. Honestly, the lips still look very decent. They still look really good. The color is still there. The only thing I would say is like that line, it's a lot more visible now. Like the inside of the mouth line. It's feeling a little dry right now, so I'm gonna reapply the lip balm. So much better.
How many hours has it been?
Ooh, already over 6 hours. It's the end of the day, and I want to quickly talk about the lipstick. We only applied it once in the beginning of the morning, and then I kept reapplying the lip balm. I think I reapplied it 3 times total throughout the day. Yeah, what can I say? The lipstick is still on my lips, but it's already, you can see it's already wearing off. It's on the edges, it's pretty much gone on both sides. It's pretty good right in the center, but that line in the center, it's bad. I don't like it. You see that? Smiling, the color is completely off. But honestly, the formula wasn't too bad once you had the lip balm on its own. Very sticky, very drying. So definitely the lip balm is a necessity, and it's definitely recommended if you're gonna wear that on, that formula. I think something like this is really good for a date night where you're gonna be taking lots of pictures, you're gonna be eating, snacking, things like that. So you wanna make sure your lipstick is locked, but it's not going to be a very uncomfortable formula. Just kind of carry that lip balm and lipstick around with you. But I think so far it's a good, I would give it a good B+ in my book. Let's move on to the next lipstick. For today's long wearing all day lipstick, this one is by Wet n Wild. This is their Mega Last Liquid Catsuit, and this is a matte lipstick, and we got shade Rebel Rose. I got a new one. This was one of my favorite shades. I want to say maybe like 3-4 years ago already. And this retails for $5.49 at Ulta, but I believe these are cheaper at Target. Don't quote me, but I believe they are. I'll double check for you guys. It's kind of like my lip color, but a little bit more cool toned and a little bit darker. This formula is definitely a lot more moussier. It's very lightweight in texture. As you can see, it dries down pretty quick. I think this is one of the quicker drying formulas out of the lasting all day lipsticks we're gonna test out. All right, I think I'm good. I'm gonna take this with me just in case I need to touch up after eating or drinking. But yeah, there we go. I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit more. It's still a little tacky. You can see on the lips, so I wanna make sure it's nice and dried down before I drink or eat anything. So doing the first update, and it's been over 5 hours, and all I've had was coffee. But lipstick is still completely on except for, you can see that right in the center. But that always happens with liquid lipsticks, no matter if I exfoliate, if I do lip balm, it's just, that's how my lips work, I guess. But yeah, the color still looks really good. We're going to get some dinner and we'll see how the lipstick wears then. Last and final update. For dinner, I had a very oily, delicious pepperoni pizza. And I was asking Andre how my lipstick was looking. And honestly, for not reapplying it at all day long, it still looks pretty good. My lips look a little dry right here, but they were pretty dry to begin with. And you can see that line, especially if I do this. But honestly, just applying a little bit of lip balm on top and then just going over a little bit more with the lipstick, I think it would be totally fine. And I even told Andre that sometimes I couldn't feel it well, actually I told you guys, I couldn't feel it throughout the day as I was like talking, drinking coffee, and then eating the food. So I think that's really nice. But if you are drier and if you have a lot of wrinkles on your lips, you are gonna have like little divots. If anything, I would just reapply the lipstick once again. Like let's say if I'm going out somewhere and I need like a fresh look. But honestly, for not reapplying the lipstick at all day long, I'm very happy with how it looks. And it wore. Obviously, it's kind of disappeared on the edges, right in the center, but it's still kind of visible everywhere else. For today's long wear lipstick that is going to last hopefully all day long, this is the L'Oreal. This is their signature matte lip stain in shade I Explore. This is a really, really good, comfortable formula. I'm gonna take off some of that lip balm that I applied earlier. I feel like my lips are nice and prepped. This shade looks good for this look. And I love the applicator on this. It kind of reminds me of the YSL, their Rouge. I think it's a tiny bit smaller, but the reason why I like this applicator, especially for the L'Oreal, because it's nice and stiff and it's sharp on basically the very top for the tip, so you can be very precise with your application. I'm gonna let this set, kind of work this into my lips. I'm gonna go with the second layer on top. I'm really loving this lipstick color. I love this formula. I have many different shades in this formula, but let's see how this lipstick wears, and hopefully we get a nice stain on the lips. We're gonna go eat, I'm gonna drink, and we'll see how long this lasts without me having to reapply the lip stain over and over again. I'm literally doing the update in my closet because the lighting is really good, and Andre was changing Emerald, we were talking about videos. And yeah, let's quickly talk about the lipstick. Honestly, it's not bad. It still looks like it's on, but I'm missing some right here because I actually wiped it off. I was eating avocado toast and I had OJ for brunch. I was like stuffing my mouth and my face with the avocado toast, and it was so good. It kind of looks like an ombre lip right now, which I'm not mad at. I think it looks good, but I do want to reapply it because we're gonna film another video and I want to make sure the lips look, decent. But I like how this lip stain is so lightweight, and reapplying it doesn't dry out your lips more. And this color is so pretty for fall. I'm really liking this color. Yeah, so good. Keeping it in my pocket. All right, so for the lipstick, for the L'Oreal, their Rouge Matte Lip Stain, this is definitely not a super long wearing lip stain. I would say 8 hours max. No, I would say 6 hours max before you have to reapply in certain areas, but it's still a very comfortable formula. But the one thing is the way it wears down if you do apply it on top without any kind of lip balm or anything like that. If you do have drier lips, it's going to create this like extra layer, and it's going to be a darker layer. So it's kind of awkward. So it kind of stains some parts of your lips that are very dry, and it kind of sticks to those areas. So I think that's a really big downfall in my opinion, but it is a very comfortable formula to wear. Like I literally don't feel anything on my lips, even where it's those drier areas. It's very comfortable. It wears off comfortably. It doesn't like crack your lips extra, if that makes sense, but I don't think it looks beautiful at the end of the night. I would have to kind of scrub some of these parts away, reapply a little lip balm, and then put an extra layer on top. So I think it's definitely not the most long wearing, but it's definitely one of the more comfortable long wearing formulas. All right, guys, I'll see you with the next long wearing lipstick. For today's all day long wearing lipstick, we're testing the NYX the Liquid Suede lipstick, and this is in shade Soft Spoken. Again, it has a nice doe foot applicator, but this I think is probably one of the longer ones, and it's not as precise. It doesn't have such a precise tip, but let's put this on. Could still be pretty precise with this. Formula is very moussey, very soft, very kind of velvety. This is definitely one of the few formulas out of the four that it's not super mattifying. It definitely has that suede kind of velvety finish. So far, it's a very comfortable formula. It's definitely very opaque. As soon as you put it on, you swipe it on. You don't have to layer that much product on top. Even though my lips are still a little bit dry right now, it didn't create any weird patching. It didn't really take any lipstick off, because sometimes with liquid lipstick, especially if my lips are dry and I kind of go over certain areas multiple times, it can start kind of skipping and creating bald patching. But this one was very comfortable. So far, it feels like a very lightweight formula. I'm gonna wait for this to really dry and set, and then I'm going to kind of pat everything in. This right here also retails for $7 at Ulta. But let's go on with our day, see how it wears with eating, drinking, just, you know, wear time, talking, kissing. Not gonna kiss Emirates though. Maybe I'll give Andre a kiss on the cheeks and see how much it transfers. Doing the first update for the NYX Suede lipstick, and it's been already almost 5.5, 6 hours. And it's looking really good. Obviously the only thing, but again, that's with every single liquid lipstick. And the formula is still pretty comfortable. It's starting to kind of pull on the lips. You see that? It hasn't like fully dried down. But like I said, when I first put it on, I remember these lipsticks doing that because they are not like a full matte liquid lipstick. That's a suede, so it's not fully drying down, but it's not really transferring anymore, and I think the color still looks beautiful. I still have yet to eat something like intense, and I'm curious to see how that's going to be on the sides and in the center, but the color looks still really good. And yeah. Last and final update for the NYX, their suede lipsticks. Honestly, I want to say it still looks pretty good. We just had some Indian takeout for dinner, and first of all, it was bomb. But second of all, I didn't reapply this lipstick once today. For the formula, for the color, for the quality, honestly, it's one of the better lasting out of the four that I tested out. I'm pretty impressed with this formula. The only thing I will say, the negative part is still, like, you can still kind of feel it on your lips, but it's not pulling on my lips anymore. I think maybe just because the color, the way it wore down with my natural lip color underneath, it actually looks the best in the center. It doesn't have that really intense line. The outside of my lips still look pretty good. Honestly, I'm very impressed with the NYX liquid lipstick. Overall, I think all of these lipsticks have their pluses and minuses. And I think I'm very happy with all of them, what each one has to offer. For example, the Maybelline, the very first one, the two-step process, I think that one is really great. I think that one I would really enjoy with like a red lipstick, especially if I'm going to like a dinner date night or having a party at the house, which, you know, not much happening these days, but something that I want to look really good throughout the day or throughout the night without having to touch it up at all. But the one thing was the formula without the balm, it was probably the most uncomfortable formula out of the 4 because it was just tight, it was pulling, it was drying, the way it was cracking on my lips, but my lips are very like prone to dryness. That formula definitely lasts all day long. It's transfer proof. It's an incredible formula, but that one is the most expensive. I think that one was $11.49. Then moving on to the L'Oreal, their Rouge Matte Stain. That one is not like technically like a super liquid lipstick formula. That one is more of a stain. It's a very lightweight formula. It's very easy to wear, very easy to apply. That was a very comfortable formula to wear. I did reapply it once, but that's because I had to film a second video that day, so I wanted to make sure my lips look good in the video, but it's not the most long wearing lipstick in the world. It definitely doesn't beat Maybelline, but it's definitely one of the more comfortable formulas to wear. And then moving on to the Wet n Wild, those lipsticks are very matte. They dry down matte right away. They all create like that center part right here on my lips. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about if you've worn liquid lipsticks before, especially the matte formulas. They create this little ring right in the center, and it's sometimes very unflattering depending on what kind of shade you wear. But it was actually a pretty comfortable formula to wear throughout the day. Again, I also didn't touch it up. I really wanted to see how it's going to wear, and it wore good pretty much throughout the day. But I kind of want to give the crown to the NYX Suede. There's a reason why so many people enjoy this lipstick, and it's $7, under $10, and I think you can definitely find your shade or different shades in this formula, and I think you'll really enjoy it if you don't want to go the full matte route, but you also don't really want to apply it or reapply it as much throughout the day. So I think you'll really enjoy this formula. It's definitely a little bit more sticky than the other 3, but the formula is lightweight. It's very easy to apply. The applicator is beautiful. It's very, like I said, it's not the sharpest applicator or the most stiff, but because it has a little bit of flexibility, it kind of like creates like a feathered, like a beautiful blown out look on the outsides of your lips, and I think it looks really good. I think the NYX won this round. I think they did a really good job. I'm really liking this formula, and I remember why I liked it so much. But you guys, please share your favorite all-day, long-lasting lipstick from the drugstore. And thank you for watching, spending time with me all of these days, and I'll see the next one very soon. Bye.